Ես Անձանիկ Աղաջանյանն եմ, թավուշտակահար Հայաստանից. Performing the works of female composers in this project has proved me immense satisfaction, positive energy. There is a special joy in interpreting their creations, and it adds a meaningful dimension to my musical journey.
Բարև բոլորին. Hello everyone. Ես Անի Ռուբենյանն եմ, բլուլահար, և ներկայացնում եմ Հայաստանը. I want to say the project brought me closer to contemporary music. And maybe this is what changed in me.
Hello, I'm André Luciana. I'm from Portugal. I'm 21 years old and I play the clarinet. A lot has changed for me since the start of this project, and now I have a more clear understanding about different cultures and their views on gender equality. I also think that now I can see that our culture has set in stone a lot of male composers as their basis, but now, because of this project, we're starting to give more space for female composers, and that now our generation is starting to see them as equals.
Բարև ձեզ, ես Ասյան եմ ֆլեյտահար Հայաստանից. I am very happy that I was included in this project. Within the framework of this project, I got to know the unique works of female composers, which will differently in my repertoire.
Olá, sou Beatriz Santos, de Portugal, e toco percussão. Since the beginning of the project, I've met new female composers, and I'm more aware of their work, especially the ones from my own country, Portugal. I've also been trying to incorporate more pieces written by women in my own repertoire.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Félicien, j'ai 21 ans et je joue du trombone. What I think changed for me since the start of this project is that I realized how far behind we are in terms of equality between female and male composers. And despite the fact that there is a real progress, there is still a lot of work to do and a long process to reach our goal of equality.
Γεια σας, ονομάζομαι Δόνα Μύρωτου και είμαι από την Κύπρο και παίζω κρουστά. Since the beginning of the project, I was amazed with the large number of female composers that I found out about in my own country and in other countries. And from now on, I'm trying to include more female composers in my own concerts.
Hello, my name is Eleni Furlanou and I play the viola. So I think that the most successful thing that this program has offered me is that I began thinking more about how we can actually notice ways that women in the music industry are not the same as men, and maybe think of ways that we can help change this.
Hello, I'm Grégoire Gérin from Marseille. I'm a clarinetist and I'm a music teacher. Since the MBB project began, I've changed a lot of stuff. Firstly, I had the chance to play and hear many pieces from women composers. And most of all, the best thing I think that happened to me is that I've changed my mind about teaching. And I always think about women in my projects or in my classes, in my students, and it was a thing that I didn't do before.
Γεια σας, είμαι η Ελένη Κατσούλη και το μουσικό μου όργανο είναι η φωνή. In this last year and a half that this project has been going on, there have been several changes and realizations within me. So I realized the importance of promoting a female composition in a personal and social level. Listening to female composers talked about their experience and as professionals in the music industry made me deeply aware of the challenges I have to face myself. Through my interactions and conversations with all these wonderful musicians, my perspective changed.
Olá, sou Henrique Rocha, sou de Portugal e toco violoncelo. And answering the question what has changed since the beginning of this project, I would say that my knowledge about Portuguese music increased a lot, especially, of course, this women composer side. And it was thanks to this project that in 10 years of practicing cello, It was my first time playing a female composer piece. And I would like to say also that I'm really happy with the opportunity to interview and meet personally some composers.
Hello, I'm Evangelia. I'm from Cyprus and I play the flute. This project gave me the opportunity to meet with other people, to play music with them, to create music with them, and also gave me the opportunity to learn about a lot of women composers, to learn about their lives, and to learn about their important role in music.
Բարև բոլորին. Hi everyone, I'm Margaret Asatian from Armenia. I play piano and I'm participant of the project Musical Bounce Back. Before this project, I was introducing classical composers, and now I'm interested in contemporary composers and their music, especially Sara Carvalho, Teresa Gentil, and also Narine Mkhitaryan, Narine Zarifyan. Now, after this project, I don't discriminate between women and men composers. See you!
Γεια σας, ονομάζομαι Σταμάτιος Σόλωνος, είμαι 27 ετών και το μουσικό μου όργανο είναι το oboe. This music project has taught me that even though female composers existed for over 1,000 years ago, their musical works were considered lesser to men, or they were not well known at all. So, thankfully, now, 21st century, this has changed and more female composers are appearing into our artistic repertoire.
My name is Gaëlle, I'm French and I play the trumpet. Since I've been working on that project, my vision has changed about the place of women in society, but especially in their representation in art. I pay a lot more attention to the programs at concerts, the number of women on stage, the way they are spoken to, and overall how they are treated. I think there is an unfair attitude towards them and I'd like to change that.
Γεια σας, ονομάζομαι Season Erasmia Κυριακή, συμμετέχω στο πρόγραμμα Musical Bounce Back και παίζω κανονάκι. Being a member of this program gave me the opportunity to travel to a lot of countries, to make new friends and meet new people. I also want to believe that the program evolved me musically because I worked with really talented musicians. I learned a lot about women composers and I practiced a lot of their pieces. I learned how to communicate musically and how to be a member of a team.
Hello, my name is Maria Gazamia. I'm 26 years old and I play the clarinet. Participating in this project has been a formative experience. I've gained not just musical knowledge but a deep understanding of the need for inclusive participants in the industry. Musical Bounce Back isn't just a program, it's a catalyst for change and I'm proud to be part of this movement. Thank you.
Γεια σας, με λένε Μάρκο Χέις, είμαι από την Κύπρο και παίζω κλαρίνο και πιάνο. Now, to answer the question, how has this project changed me? I would say it's made me observe the lapse in our educational system and the lack of women's works. So we were not able to experience them firsthand as students. So this project has brought to light a lot of works and gave us the opportunity to play them and perform them. So I think it's been a great experience to do that, and I look forward to a lot more.
Je m'appelle Chiara, je suis française et je joue de la flûte traversière. A lot has changed. For a start, I developed my awareness around gender issues, and I realized that I want to use my voice to help this cause, so I want to pursue my studies in this field.
My name is Stella Katarachia and I play the accordion. Through the Musical Bounce Back, I was given the opportunity to meet, interact and perform with remarkable people. As far as female musical composition is concerned, through the talks and discussions, I realized that even nowadays, gender discrimination has not completely disappeared. Therefore, I think it's time for our societies to overcome stereotypes and prejudices and to actively support gender equality in all aspects of life, art and creativity.
Hello, I'm Haris from Athens, Greece. The Musical Bounce Back program these 2 years was the occasion to gain an unforgettable experience. We came into contact with strangers to our cultures and countries, We met, talked, and exchanged opinions with many of our fellow students from other cities. Finally, we played music in great venues by female composers and highlighted the gender issue in music and society through the composition.
Hello, my name is Vitória. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Portugal and I play percussion. So, what changed since the beginning of the project? I wasn't in the very beginning of the project. I integrated it in Portugal, then Greece, and now Marseille. And I feel a growth in the relationship that we built with our colleagues from different cultures and different countries. And we communicate through female composers' music from Cyprus, Armenia, Greece, France, and Portugal. And it's an amazing feeling, whether it's in concerts or in rehearsals, because we can reach each other's culture and we can internalize them through ensemble music for a great cause. Furthermore, we have the possibility and opportunity to work directly with female composers, also from different countries, and they have different cultures as well, in order to deepen our musical knowledge.
Բարև բոլորին, ես Jean-Michel եմ, ջութակահար եմ։ During the project, we discovered many female composers and we discovered wonderful works for female composers. And also it was so nice talking with them and working with them on live composers and playing their music.
Hi, my name is Salome. I'm French and I play the piano. What changed for me is that now I'm very interested in how women composers made classical music, and I also listen to a lot of women composers now. And also I realized that it's not only in France that we have this sexism, it's also in other countries.
Olá, sou João Rodrigues, sou de Portugal e toco violino. Since the beginning of this project, I learned a lot about women composing music and played a lot of music composed by them. And I never had played a piece by a woman before, and it's just as good as mine. So I think we are encouraging more people to play music from women, and especially what I saw in my university is that people are more interesting and reading about them, and also playing and incorporating music from women in their own repertoire. So that's what I learned.